Shut up and sit down.
Hello folks, Colin here, Festus 67's workshop, and welcome to part 16 of Build the Legendary Cyborg ROBOCOP from the wonderful folks over at Fanhome. Oh yes, if you would like to subscribe to this, click this link just below there, ka-ching. Head over to the Fanhome website, subscribe, and you could be building your very own ROBOCOP along with me. And look at it. You know you're wanting. 1/3 scale, folks, 2 foot tall. What have we got in this issue there? You've got the history of ROBOCOP, step-by-step assembly, 100 years of robots, and cutting-edge technology sections. You've got the filming sets here. You've got the crime scene and the punishment scene, and they're going through all of the different scenarios there where they set the scenes up for the movie. Good background information in these magazines. I've learnt so much more by reading these, and I've been re-watching the films as well just to get back into the vibe. And yeah, you got the factory sequence there. We all remember the incredible Melting Man sequence. Left lower leg section 1 is what we're going to be doing today, and there he's showing you roughly whereabouts on your ROBOCOP this is all going to go. So you're going to need the foot that you assembled in the last issue, because you're going to be putting the joint together in the ankle on that. So we're going to be doing that today. And then we're going to be starting to piece the leg together and joining it all up. So on your model, this now shows you where we're working. Everything that's highlighted is what we've got. And then the pink or purple sections are parts that are due to be added to it. So yeah, it's already beginning to take up on the legs already, folks. Next up, you've got the ultimate first robot of an assembly line. This was the workers in the 1950s, and this was early iterations of robots doing tasks like tea, welding, automotive production. That's where it really took off, wasn't it? Manufacturing cars, automated stories there, robotic helpers, that sort of thing. So it's all coming in. AI is the big thing at the moment. RoboMart is an autonomous vehicle that takes an automated store to its potential customers. It's a good idea. In China, capital cities, payment by scanning QR codes has replaced credit cards and cash. Just goes to show you how it's changing. It's a question for you. When did you last use cash? And then it's telling you what you can do there, when it will be happening, where we're going to get all this technology landing. But some of this we're beginning to see now, folks. So that's the magazine up to date. I shall have a read of this when we've finished filming today. So we're going to put that just at the back there, and then we'll start lining up our components that we've already unpacked. So we've got the left leg, getting the weight of that. Wow, unbelievable. Quality of this is really second to none. And then we want to line up all the pieces, and I tend to line everything up pretty similar to what the magazine's got it, because yeah, then I know what I'm looking at. And then we've got RM and FM screws today, so we want one of each of those bad boys. Let's grab that, and then we'll put a FM just next to that. There you go. It will come out. And close those little Ziploc bags. And I keep all these little bags because all these screws there, and I sort them. When I've done my filming for the month, I go through all the screws relevant to ROBOCOP, and I then rebag them all so that I've got groups of screws. Let's dig out the foot that we put together in the last issue, which is just to one side there. It was the left foot, if I remember rightly. Yes, there you go. So that's what we built up in the last issue, if you remember. We went and done the base plate. So we're going to be joining the ankle together today, peeps. So we want part 16B, like so. Just want to turn that so that I can see it, yeah. And that's going to go on there, something like so, okay. So you've got 13B going in as well, and then the spring goes on the other side. So you want this with a serrated edge facing away from you. touching that serrated edge like that. That's what you're after. It's then telling you to rest the spring on top of it, and then you want to then join the ankle together. So I'm going to grab the screw, RM screw, put a little bit of oil on it now, so that when I go to grip it, it doesn't all go calamitously wrong for me. And then we want to spin that up that way, and then try to pinch that together so that when the screw goes in, it bites in the hole there. Just want to double check that is right. Yeah, it is. And then whilst holding that deftly with my left thumb, we can get a turn on it. That's all I want, a couple of turns. Bing, there you go. And that's started to go in already. Now I can go in and do the tightening sequence. There you go. Make sure that the ankle moves pretty much where we want it. Let's just back that off a tad, because we want the serrated parts to actually have a bit of movement, apparently. That's what it's telling us. I could be wrong. Let's just engage that in place like that. Yeah, it's telling me just to keep that level, so I just want to go and level that up again. There you go. 12 o'clock coal is what you want it at to start. There you go. And then that'll engage. There's a little tab. I'll show you that when I turn it round. Little tab. There you go. You want that at midnight. Like that. Cool. That's what we want. Place your ankle over the washer, the peg on there should fit corresponding ankle joint. Finally tighten the RM screw to fix the assembly together, so it does want you to fully tighten, like so, because the pivot is actually the ball joint. That's what it's telling you. Right, let's spin that round. It says you can check to see whether you can get it to rotate, which it can. Just want to loosen it a tad, just to make that a bit easier. It's saying it should be able to rotate a couple of degrees when you've got it in position. So let's, oh yeah, there you go. So I'm going to loosen it off just a fraction. Don't want it too loose, but I don't want it too tight either. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. That's what we want, folks. We are now going to rest that on the leg in a left calf marked with an L to the ankle 16B. Have you a bit of him? So we want that to sit just like so. Like that. And then you've got an FM screw that goes in the top there, folks. So now we know where it goes. We can line that up, get a bit of oil. Give that a squeeze. And then we can put that in place. Press that on my knuckle. And then we can put that in place like that. Fully tighten this one. There you go. And that is going nowhere. And you're going to end up with half a calf. Never met the bloke. I heard he's a really nice fella. But look at that. Oh, isn't it, eh? It's just insane. But yeah, that gives you now, look at that. Oh, wow. Can't tell me that isn't a thing of beauty, folks. You know it is. So that's now this stage complete, folks. So you should have half the calf, so to speak, ready to get final bits that will go in, dressing plates and things like that. This is just the start. And then that should then enable that to rotate, which it does. So I can now tighten that just a fraction, because now that it's got a longer bit of leverage, it's going to move a lot more freely, see? Which is what I wanted to do earlier. So just set that back at midnight. There you go. So if you want to go and grab one of these, folks, head over to the Fanhome website. Go and click the subscribe button. and you too can be building your very own RoboCop along with me. I don't think you'll be disappointed. I certainly am not. I really, really, really am enjoying this build. This is a stunning piece. Anyone that's got a collection, yeah, you're going to want this in your collection, folks. So I'm going to love and leave you until the next episode. As usual, stay safe, stay well. I'll see you on the next one. Click that link. You know you want to. Bye-bye for now. Bye.